You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Buffa. Justin Timberlake's driver's license has been suspended in New York. Here's the pop star at his virtual appearance in a Sag Harbor courtroom today. The 43-year-old pleaded not guilty to DWI charges from his June arrest. Now, police say he allegedly failed to stop at a stop sign. The singer told police he had one martini that night. Timberlake is currently on a world tour and took his hearing from Europe. His next court date is August 9th. And a man has been arrested for allegedly abandoning a dog on the Southern State Parkway. This English Mastiff was found tied to a pole on July 1st by a driver on his way to work. Police say Glenway Bramble has been charged with abandoning an animal and failing to provide appropriate shelter for a dog. The 65-year-old was issued appearance tickets and is expected to appear in court on August 19th. And a Connecticut man has been charged in a deadly shooting of a Long Islander that was celebrating his birthday. 20-year-old Kaiser Langley was charged with murder today. The victim, Tyrone Williams, was celebrating his 23rd birthday when a fight broke out.
The subject pulled out a handgun, shot one time, striking Tyrone in the chest, killing him.
Now, it happened around 2 a.m. on Thursday in Freeport. And the NYPD sergeant from Long Island is recovering at his Babylon home. Officers stopped by to wish him well. Now, here's video of Christopher Leap arriving late last night. He was one of the two sergeants shot during a foot chase on Thursday. Suspect Joshua Dorset, who police say is a known gang member currently on probation, was arrested. And it was a turbulent week on Wall Street. The Dow was down about 1.5%, the NASDAQ down nearly 2.5%. And also, the S&P 500 down 1.8%. Newsday business reporter James T. Madore explains what Long Islanders should consider before buying or selling stocks.
My colleague Jonathan LaMantia and I have been talking to experts today about what's been going on Wall Street and the plummeting stock prices that we've seen in the last 2 days. And those experts tell us, just hold tight. Investors should not make quick decisions on either when the stock market is rising or the stock market is falling. They say the best thing to do is to consult with your financial planner or an accountant or someone who's very familiar with your finances before deciding whether to buy or sell stocks.
Now, to read more about the stock market and other local business stories, go to Newsday.com, click Get More, below the Newsday TV video box. The Queen of Christmas is coming to Long Island. Mariah Carey is coming to UBS Arena on December 15th. This is her first show on Long Island, nearly 20 years. Tickets go on sale next Friday. And there's a survival swim class for little ones on Long Island. Elisa DiStefano has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Ready, set, go. 6 weeks ago, Jake couldn't swim.
This is what a 3-year-old can learn to do here. Go, Jake, go! He could not swim at all when he started. 6 weeks, fully swimming. It's so important, and it gives us such peace of mind with the pool in the backyard that he can save himself and he can swim.
These are no ordinary swim lessons. Yay! This is survival swim specialist Rebecca Wiener's Aquafins Infant Aquatics.
It teaches children how to survive any aquatic emergency. The difference between survival swim and a traditional swim school is that survival swim, we meet every single day, 4 times a week for 4 to 6 weeks, and there are results in weeks.
At the Hilton Hotel in Melville, she teaches children of all ages, as young as 6 months old.
So I have an about-to-be 6-month-old. So what would you do if I brought him here?
Absolutely. The first thing I work with any child, 6 months, 3 years old, is breath control first. It is super.
At 6 months old?
Yes, absolutely. I teach children as young as 6 months how to ensure that when they are under the water, they are not allowing any water to come in, they're not drinking water, and they do not allow any air out. Ready?
Yavraj is now 13 months old. He started Aquafins in May.
Why did you decide to do this?
Because his dad doesn't know how to swim still, so I wanted my son to make sure he knows how to swim. But if he goes in the water by himself, if he falls by mistake, he's able to like flip over and float on his own without anybody's help.
Were you amazed that he could do that this young?
Definitely was amazed, yeah.
For anywhere between 1 to 6 years old, I teach the swim, float, swim sequence. What that is them swimming with their face in the water, and then when they need air, what they do is they roll themselves onto their back to float, rest, and breathe until they are ready to continue swimming. We live on Long Island. There's water everywhere. It just takes an inch of water for an aquatic emergency. It is so important that near any body of water, any child is able to save themselves.
Elisa DiStefano, Newsday TV.
Yay! Good girl, big time.
Now, to find simple ways to make your pool safer, read more at Newsday.com.
Feed Me is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
We're searching out one of the stars of Long Island's summer cuisine. Erica Marcus has today's Feed Me TV.
I don't usually put anything on my clams.
Okay.
Do you?
Yes, lemon and cocktail sauce. It's really sweet and good, right?
There is nothing better than a clam.
Try it with some cocktail sauce.
We're getting our clam on at Chowder Bar in Bayshore.
How many clams do you go through in a week here?
Approximately 2,000 clams a week during the summer. Okay. 4 different kinds of clams. Little necks. Generally, strictly speaking, we just use those for clams on the half shell. Top necks, we bake our casinos, oreganadas, cherry stones. We shuck those by hand, and we use them to make the fried clams. The chowder clams, which are the largest clams, we use those strictly to make our chowders.
Now, about that chowder, Chowder Bar, not surprisingly, is famous for it.
I understand that your New England clam chowder and your Manhattan clam chowder both start out the same way.
Correct. Both of them contain bacon, celery, potatoes, and onions.
Now they diverge.
Yes. Manhattan clam chowder, it's tomato-based. It's a red chowder. Our Manhattan clam chowder contains peppers and carrots.
That's excellent. And then the New England clam chowder, tell me about that.
Also, same exact way starting, but with a roux and heavy cream and half and half.
It is excellent. I mean, it's creamy, but it's not gloppy. It really tastes like clams. Tell me about the Long Island clam chowder.
We make Long Island clam chowder, a mix, half New England, half Manhattan.
Well, now I'm going to marbleize this. Oh, that is pretty darn good.
Long Island chowder is our biggest selling chowder.
Really?
Yes.
And how do you feel about that? I mean, is it
Personally,
sort of...
I love Long Island chowder.
Okay.
I do. I'm a Long Islander through and through. Just the name makes me think, all right, I want to try it.
And now for more on Long Island seafood houses, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Now let's take a look at your Long Island weather, and it's going to be a wash out of a weekend. So tonight we are in the mid-70s and there's scattered thunderstorms, and tomorrow, guess what? More thunderstorms. Taking a closer look at tomorrow, you can see this thunder doesn't come until later, so there is mostly cloudy skies until about 6 p.m., but then it's going to be a wet one for both tomorrow and on Sunday. And just look at the 7-day, it doesn't look any drier.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy, helping Long Islanders save on their energy bills for over 20 years.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.